I don't, there are things you do hold back, just
Of course,
generally.
yeah.
And then, and then all of a sudden, us friends started joining, and I was thinking, oh gosh, what do I do now? Now they're going to know parts of my life that I didn't want them to know about. And I thought, no, do you know what? Forget it, because if it's going to help one person, I'm going to just put it out there. And the DMs I receive, the messages I receive from women all over the world, so are amazing. Just for them to say to me, thank you so much for putting a post about, I don't know, IVF, or a post about, the fact that it didn't take it. It wasn't an overnight process that you lost weight or anything like that. It just makes such a difference. Because I know that at least somebody is benefiting from a post that I've posted, or it's given them the courage to speak up about them, or to start something that's going to help them in their life.
And I'll bring in the post which you shared. I think you had posted that, you know what, if I know you do a lot of Q&As on your social media, and there was one person, I think, who had asked, you have to get a flat stomach after having a baby. And I love that post, because I've always believed that, you know what, once a woman has a baby, naturally your body will change. So you will not have a flat stomach, or the body of, what a 20-year-old was.
Absolutely.
Or 18-year-old body, because at that time you were not in that space.
No.
You haven't given birth, you haven't breastfed probably a little one, you're not responsible for another life in your life, and you're not taking responsibility on a daily basis to look after that person.
Mm-hmm.
A lot changes, not just mentally and physically, but on a soul level as well. A lot changes in a woman's body. So I love that post, and the fact that you made it very clear that it's possible, it is possible that you probably will never have a flat stomach. Because for me, when I look at women who are denying the beautiful shape they've either gained through pregnancy, during pregnancy, or after pregnancy, I don't understand the need to lose weight quickly.
No.
Or go on these fad diets and get back into shape, because what you're doing is you're messing your body up. And I think women need to understand that and realize that, that yes, your body has gone through so much trauma of carrying another human being for 9 months. It's changed shape, it has changed physically, hormonals have grown all over the place, and it's still going to continue changing, perhaps until a year after you've given birth.
Absolutely.
So we need to be very kind, we need to be very compassionate towards our body and our own self. And I remember I was lucky that I didn't put on weight until nobody even knew that I was pregnant until my 7th month, because I literally just had no stomach. And then literally after 7 months, just had a very bare stomach, as probably, I don't even know. And I remember ladies commenting, is it probably, are you healthy? Maybe the baby is not healthy. How the cultural aspect comes in. And then I gave birth and literally lost all that birth. Like I said, I was blessed up until a certain age to have the metabolic rate of burning everything very easily. And I lost all that weight just by breastfeeding and walking. All I would do was walk everywhere with her in her pram, and literally lost all that weight. So, it is a very gentle and nice reminder from you that, what, you need to be kind and compassionate towards yourself, and especially towards your body, because
embrace your body. There's somebody out there who would wish that they had the stretch marks, etc. And and how a baby changes your body, because they haven't got the baby that you've got. So we all kind of think the grass is greener on the other side, and everyone thinks the grass is greener on the other side. But water your own.
And I think the culture of relying on glossy magazines and the likes of film stars and movie stars and the pop stars literally voluntarily sharing information that they've gone on these fad diets to lose the weight. And I think that's such a horrible culture. And the more we can make people aware, and it's not just for females, it's also for men as well.
Absolutely.
Because, at the end of the day, a healthy body is necessary for both gendered, right? So there is no male or female aspect of exercising or not exercising. You know, we need to create a culture where, you know, we need to teach our girls that it's okay to have whatever body shape you are, whatever, you know, physically you look like, that is perfect, because that is the way your creator has created you. And you know what, I remember this, you know, somebody had told me this, somebody very wise, that, you know, when once you deny that, you're literally disrespecting the creator who has performed you in the perfect shape he deemed fit. You know, so it's, I think we need to bring in that culture, and I love the fact that you're doing that through your social media posts, you know, through your videos, and you're making it very normal when you're giving advice, you know, and when women are seeking advice and speaking to you, you're giving it in a very normal way, making it normal that, you know what, embrace your body and embrace the fact that this is how you look for the time being, but start working towards the body you want. Not necessarily going on diets, but through exercise, through, you know, sometimes perhaps gentle exercise in the beginning, and then taking on,
and then
whatever, and then, you know, raising the bar up as you go along. What would you say that how much aspect of the nutrition plays a part in what you do, you know,
nutrition,
in a person's life as well?
I mean, nutrition is, as I always say, is 80%. Your nutrition does have to be good. You have to eat right. You have to fuel your body right. You know, I always say to people, it's like having a car. If you put the wrong wrong fuel in the car, your car will stop working. And it's the same for your body. But don't restrict yourselves. As soon as you say the word diet, as soon as you say, I can't have this and I can't have that, you want it more.
Yes.
You know? So if you just look at food, you know, it's your relationship with food. If you know you can have it, you have it when you want it. Well, then have all of it because you didn't have it when you wanted it. For my nutrition, I eat when I'm hungry. I eat what I want, what I fancy when I'm hungry, and I will have a little bit of everything when I want it. So, you know, if I fancy some ice cream and I fancy chocolate, I will have it, but I will have it to the point of I have enough. Just don't go overboard. So I would say to somebody who's thinking, oh, but it's a comment I get a lot. Oh, but I love food. I love food too.
Everybody loves food.
You all love food. I don't, but you know, it's your relationship with food. There's another actually great account that I follow, and who's a really good friend of mine, and she does nutrition. She does she works on the mindset and behavior change. Neat nutrition account. So you know, she explains it a lot better than I do. But yeah, that's a good one to check out. But yeah, don't restrict yourselves.
We'll probably, you know, we'll add that when this video goes on, you know, and we'll add the links to accounts we want to, you know, bring up into people's perception. So how long do you exercise for in a week or a day?
So I tend to exercise about 5 days a week.
Okay.
And that could be any of the days in the week. So you know, I could do a Monday, then a Wednesday, and then a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know, just break it up. But anything between 35 minutes to about 45 minutes. And you know, I stop and start. So if Amber's calling me, or you know, if anything else, I will stop, do what I need to do, get back in it and start. Because a lot of people have this kind of misconception that if you start exercising, you've got to carry the whole thing through within the 30 minutes, you know, otherwise it's going to spoil something. No, you know, you can do, I've got a few videos on my highlights where I've shown how if I don't get a chance to exercise one day, I'll just do it as I'm washing the dishes or doing the laundry, or you know, walking to the front door to open it. So you don't have to have structured exercise. You can do 10 minutes, say 2-3 times a day, and that's your 30 minutes. The recommended is about 150 minutes a week. Moderate exercise. It doesn't have to be the 150 minutes in one consecutive 150. You break it up during the week, and that could be a walk. You know, that is exercise. You don't have to lift weights. You don't have to go to a gym. You don't have to cardio crazy. exercise is exercise. It's moving your body.
Yeah, mix and match, something which
Yeah.
fits your
And something
body.
you enjoy. So
Yes.
if you're a social person, you may want to do something with a group of people. Not yet because of lockdown, but if you like exercising alone, you might just want to go for a walk on your own, or
Yeah.
put on YouTube, or put on a dance video or music in the background. Just dance.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, that more than exercising in a structured way, I literally just love to move, and especially now when my body has got very limited way of movement because of my spine issue and my disc degeneration, so I can't go and do the traditional weightlifting and other exercises, so I have to find now ways,
something that's going to
something is completely incorporating with my body and suits my body right now in the space where I am physically and mentally. And I love sometimes that I'll just put on a very peppy English number or Punjabi number and just do some bhangra moves, and that's enough for me. Or I'll just literally go into my back garden, take off my shoes, because I like to connect, especially when I'm walking, also because what, in the Eastern world it is said that you receive all that energy from the earth as well, and it heals you. So that is one way. What I do is I literally just power walk for 20 minutes in my back garden, literally going around in circles, and changing the way I do. And sometimes I'll just go and do squats in between, or sometimes I'll just do some stretches in between, and that's my 20 to 30 minute of exercise done. So everybody needs to understand that it needs to be something which is suitable for them, which works for their body, not necessarily doing 4 hours of crazy gymming and then a couple of hours of other weightlifting and whatnot. So it would be nice that if they can get some medical advice, according to.
Absolutely.
So that is advisable. That anytime you start exercising, or you want to start exercising, get some medical advice and see what your limits are, what you are able to do, and what you should completely kind of keep off the way, because that will sometimes do more damage when you don't know what you are not supposed to do, what you are supposed to do.
Absolutely. I mean, it just my dad, for example, sorry, he's a bulging disc.
Yes.
So he's having a lot of problems with pain in his lower back, and what he started to do was just sit around. And in the early stages when he was first diagnosed, because his back was hurting, he's like, "Oh, it's hurting. I can't do anything." And I was, "No, Dad, you've got to get up. You've got to move. You don't have crazy move, but as much as you can, or as little as you can, but just move a little bit." So he started to do the walking, etc. And actually, that's what his physio said. Don't just, right, that's it. You know what? My back's gone. I can't move. I'm done. I'm just going to sit there. Move, because actually that's going to make you a little bit more mobile. But obviously, get your doctor's advice. I'm not advising people to just do that if your back's hurting. But moving is good for you.
But having said that, Manjeet, when I had my slip discs 20 years ago and I developed sciatica, that was the only advice I was given, was that you need complete bed rest. You need physical form of exercise. And then now, when I've been, because of my discs, degenerating, the only advice I've been given is that you cannot stop your life. You need to be moving. You need to do some mild form of exercise. You need to make sure that you're at least stretching your body a couple of times a day, so that your body doesn't become very tight, and the muscles don't become completely inbound and get completely damaged. And that is, so in that aspect, I completely understand, when your dad just said, okay, I need to sit down, because that probably was the advice which would be given 20 years ago. And now medically as well, professional, they've realized that that is not the correct advice. You need to be on the move, but yes, you need to change your ways to suit your body physically. So I completely get that. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to start but doesn't know where to begin, which probably was the case with you? So
research, write down your goals. When I didn't know when to begin, I went online, and now there's so many people I can ask. You know, if I was around, then I would have DM'd me.
Yeah.
But